back, baby. Try another one.
Duse in the dog. BT.
Jump on it, jump on it, jump on it. Jump on it, jump on it.
Jump on it, jump on it. Ride it like Jockey. The hell smoking that loud, lace the yak with mouth. Make your mama proud, popping it like shotty. Turn her up, it's a gangster party.
PT ain't never popped a Molly, but if I ever catch Mac, I'ma pop a Holly. I don't even rob a cop the Harley. Blowing so much green, I shame Marley. Yeah, I push the line to its full limit. Hit the hole like 22, boy, I'm a young Emmett. Nothing go like snow, now that's a cold image. Still whistling, sending, knocking them white women. Only reason I do it to avenge image. Till the day they go before they box me out. Knowing me, it don't matter, I simply change my route. On my hobby.
Where's. Welcome to the Damu Kiwe Conversations. Home of the West Coast. The best coast. Voice of the culture. It's Duse done. Now, I know that it's kind of early, and I got one to get to early because we're doing 2 lives today. It's New Year's, you know what I'm saying? The grind don't stop. You know, you got to tighten that thing up today. I tightened it up. We had a moderator meeting on Clubhouse, try to get everybody in there. So that bang that like button on y'all way in too, because y'all ain't been doing that, and that's what really woke me up. Thank y'all for not doing it. That's what really woke me up to what needed to be done. You know what I'm saying? I get real lackadaisical, willy-nilly, because I have a million things going on. Y'all don't know now, but by the end of this year, the world will know. You know what I'm saying? But and with that, everybody can go. So first, if I seen that people were willy-nilly just like I was, and they moderated other platforms, I deleted their wrench. So if you don't got a blue wrench, it's because you wasn't at the meeting, I hadn't talked to you, and because I didn't want to give my good people no ultimatum on to pick. You don't have to pick. Go ahead and do that, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But we focusing on here on taking this platform to the next level, right? On top of that, we got the contest. Shout out G Malone, Glasses Malone, one of the realest in the room, one of the realest ends in the room. You know what I'm saying? We're going to run that content tonight about him and how he's been representing this West Coast the right way for decades now. That's a brother who I might agree to disagree on some issues with him, but for the most part, he keep it G. You know what I'm saying? Sam. Yeah. Shout out to the hub and the dub. So besides that, if you didn't show up to the meeting, that was just indicative that you not in communication with us, and communication is the key to any successful relationship. And I need to be able to communicate with my people in one spot so that we're all functioning. We got people that come in the chat last week that was disrespecting people hood. That's a no-no in the Damu Kiwe Conversations. Snoopy Bad Azz just saying anything to anyone who will listen at this point. That Inland Empire side of him is finally coming out of him. He know damn well ain't no black folks scared of no Mexicans in L.A. Big Messy Moore, salute G homie, Kid the Barber, Damu Kiwe Conversation. Do Sims, salute Lou from the Lou. Damu Kiwe Nation, do Sims the Don. Muddy Mess. Like, smash that like button, man. Smash that like button. So the content, you know what I'm saying? Binky Mac, salute. You know what I'm saying? Good salute to all my good people, man. Y'all don't know how much I love y'all for coming over here. Papa Dirt, I don't know where you been at. You supposed to been open to come. We'll talk. DM me, Papa Dirt. We gonna chop it up. Because you can help on Clubhouse. You were supposed to lead on Clubhouse. Selena. Salute to the chat and the Duse early grinding. I'm listening while working. I'm going to get y'all through your shift. Charles Flag, West, salute to the chat. Free Big U, man. Free Big U, man. You know what I'm saying? Free Big U and free Suge also, man. So we got John Jr., my dad. Da-da! Salute to Jake Jonah, man. I love that old man. You know what I'm saying? He puts up with how long we been? He puts up with my bullshit. So you know what I'm saying? Insane, the most hated salute. So I gotta accept the bullshit that come with him too. You know what I'm saying? But one thing for sure, his intention, Renegade Duchess, salute. I was looking for you all right, Levi? Levi over here. Fresh always. Salute, 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 man. The good people in here. I hope y'all hitting that like button on y'all way in. And don't just hit that like button, share, and tell a friend. So let's get to this content. Y'all trust me, y'all ain't gonna want to miss this one. This one gonna go viral. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you now, be a part of y'all want to be a part of something, be a part of this going viral. Share, tell it to your friends, send it to your kids. Because y'all know I'm finna go in. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get to this Snoopy Bad Azz, right? Let's go ahead and go to him first. Man, where's that Snoopy Bad Azz video? Boom. Oh, man, I think I might have lost it. Hold on one second. Hold on. I know where I put it at. Hold on. I think I know where I put that thing at. Snoopy Bad Azz. Let me see. Did I put that over here? Snoopy Bad Azz. Let me see. It might be in. I don't know how I closed that page when specifically I had that page open just for the content. I know y'all like, damn, you got us waiting for this. Let me see. Damu Kiwe conversation. Bang that like button though, man. Let me get some music started while y'all waiting on me doing this. Let's get the music popping. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can hit that that Cash App if you. I'm gonna give y'all unbelievable.
Duse him the time. Yeah. Full throttle.
My niggas ain't giving up passes. Two bitches thinking rid of their asses. Not the vote, my young niggas just passed, cause we the talk to full throttle your asses.
Chief Rose OG, said Louis the 13th. Against all odds,
Against
still
all
I
odds.
fuck what you first think. Stiff arm haters, stay positive, protected by heat. That's that sunscreen, niggas playing for keep. You malnutrition cause you chase the meat. Easy decision before starving, I'll be robbing a brain. Gang vicious, trust no bitch, bitches full of this heat. After riches, after sex, I kick him out in the street. The squad get it by all means, what's more attractive than that? Go ask your bitch, she hits her knee more than a Catholic pope. 7 digits with my dream into the magistrate court. Copyright infringement, Spotify, I'm after my down. Sorry, did this order, man, got me on 10 toes. Call me Sub-Zero, making both wrists from. Chasing digits, haters live it while they talk it, I live it. 1.5 got a press, my life emotion.
My niggas ain't giving up passes. Flip bitches thinking.
Can y'all hear that one in the chat if y'all can hear?
Not the vote, my young niggas just passed, cause we the talk to full throttle your asses.
Ones in the chat if you can hear that. Can y'all hear that music? Go full throttle. So you wanna ride with me?
Told her if she out for green.
We can go full throttle.
Go get my seeing glasses. Hey. Okay, so y'all could hear full throttle. So we'll get back to that later, right? So I found the content. Boom, we got a whole bunch of content. And we gonna talk about, y'all know I don't really get to talk about no gangster shit. That's not my thing, especially talking about black on black. That's just not where I'm at in my evolution, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, all skin folks ain't kin folks. You know what I'm saying? And y'all gotta understand that, man. They always use one of our own that look like us to get up on us and to destroy us, whether it was Malcolm, Martin Luther King, or other leaders within our community. You know what I'm saying? So other people within our community. You know what I'm saying? So here goes one right here, one that claimed our community, but he claimed a whole bunch of communities. You know what I'm saying? We'll get to that later. But I want y'all to listen to this weirdo, bang that like button. Claim he from Compton. You know what I'm saying? He claims he from Compton. Hollywood, but the Hollywoods don't claim him. But he claims several hoods. Somebody send me them pictures. I know where they at. I'll find them right now. But listen to this weirdo. Compton rapper Snoopy Bad Azz says most black people are scared of essays. Blacks are scared of everybody but their own people. This is what Snoopy Bad Azz said.
It's just more of them, but far as me saying that they punking the blacks, like it's just more weakness that's obvious within the black cars than it is in the Hispanics, bro. The Hispanics are just more structured than blacks. You got the black car that's cut up in like 50 million different cars of bum niggas. Niggas bums, bro. Like them niggas don't want to go to war with them essays, bro. Niggas don't want to go over them niggas. I'm gonna keep it real. Like I be thinking most blacks is scared of they scared of him. A black hood can have been in LA for years, decades, right? Soon as an essay, buy a few houses on the block in their hood, guess what? Now that's their hood. Y'all gotta share the hood with the Hispanics. And the blacks don't go to war with them enough. I didn't see blacks not even go to war with them, right? Feel me? And when they do go to war, they always be friends with them first, right? But let a black family move on the block and say, man, we started our own crew right here. This our hood too. They're going to be trying to mark them out, shoot them out, punk them, do most blacks be cowards, bro. Blacks are scared of everybody but their own people, bro. Man, any one of these hoods, a Hispanic can set up shop in their hood right there and then they all them black gamers.
So first, he's 100% right. Most of Los Angeles has been gentrified, overpopulated with decades of immigration and Mexicans who came and worked.
Just gonna work their way around them, bro. That's what I be trying.
Unified together in a home where it might be 5 families living in a 2-bedroom home, sleeping on the couch, sleeping on the floor. They all pool up on the rent. Rent back then might have been $1,200. But with 5 families, that's about $150. I'm just guesstimating, right? From each family. And that's the rent. So even at minimum wage, making $1,000, $1,500 a month, every month they're able to stack $1,400. $1,400, let's say $1,500 for easy math, right? You're talking about $17,500 profit just off of minimum wage that they're making times 5. So in a year, because they stuck together, they all got about a dub stacked up. Now they start a provocateur business, or they start a gardener business. King Buck Wild. Salute. This that real content. Let's go. Duse him. Hey, bro. Salute for the $5 super chat, bro. You don't even know how far I'm finna go. Hang around. If you miss this, you're gonna be mad. You know what I'm saying? But they get a landscaping business. So one of the families in the house got the provocateur man. The other one got a landscaping business, right? The other one might start a little store, you know what I'm saying, in the hood with just the common things that those in our community need: deodorant, soap, vegetables, oranges. Somebody might sling oranges on the corner by the freeway, right? And the other ones that don't got jobs, they up off their ass working. If you able to work, they might be at Home Depot or 5, 6 in the morning. Anybody moving with a U-Haul truck, they're looking for work. And they stack. Do you know how much now the provocateur man is making $80,000 a year? Now the landscaping business is making $100,000 a year. The little stores making $100,000 a year, right? The man selling oranges on the corner is making another $80,000 a year. Total together, that's about an income of $400,000. So they take these small businesses, right? And they create a conglomerate, which each of these small businesses are revenue streams, different revenue streams of one conglomerate. And they got more economic buying power. Y'all mad at Mexicans for doing that? Don't y'all think y'all should be mad at each other for not doing that? I believe that Mexicans got something to offer. All you got to do is get out your feelings and pay attention. Stop being a hater, right? Now, the same we might have more disadvantages, and I'll get to that, but this ain't the disadvantage Olympics. We're not looking for the problem. We know the problem. We're focused on solution. Bang that like button, right? So now, if they got economic buying power and businesses and homes and money to buy homes, why wouldn't they be able to move on the block? Y'all think we're supposed to say, Snoopy Bad Azz believe we're supposed to say, hey, homie, you can't move up in our hood. Now, starting the hood, what I don't know. Now, some of these SA hoods predate the blacks in those territories. You know what I'm saying? But as far as SA hoods starting, and they do start out and usually are friendly because a lot of them grow up with us, went to school with us, ate and shared with us growing up, childhood experiences in sports and playing football, light pole to light pole, all of that type of stuff. So yeah, they're naturally, we're not a hateful or racist people as a whole. Every race got racist, bigot pieces of shit. But I'm saying, generally speaking, that's not even our nature because we know what it feels like to be discriminated against. You know what I'm saying? Why would we discriminate against Mexicans when we complain how Europeans and Anglos came here, took our land, and treated us like shit, enslaved us, and discriminated against us? Redlining, bank loans for homes, and all kind of other shit, giving us inflation balloon rates when they do give us some, but discriminate us from getting those loans in the first place. So we supposed to treat Mexicans that way? We supposed to treat Indians that way? We're supposed to treat Asians that way? That would make us hypocrites. For the most part, salute to my brothers that never bit into that whole mentality of being exactly what we hate. Discrimination, inequality, injustice. So, at that part, Snoopy Bad Azz is right. But to insinuate that we're supposed to do something else. First and foremost, what are your intentions? You don't speak for the blacks. Shit. You don't speak for the Bloods. Shit. You don't even speak for the Hollywoods. You's a reject, a failed rapper. Somebody put the hit record or even a street banger that everybody knows from Snoopy Bad Azz, Melvin Banks, in the chat. Please help me, because I don't know no song that this nigga made that was a banger, spinning in clubs. You know what I'm saying? Niggas knocking in their Cutlasses, they Regals, they Cadillacs, they Brooms, they Lincolns cut out, 6'4s, rag and polish, big body SUVs, or European whips. Come on, somebody help me. You know what I'm saying? He was a fake He's a failed rapper. Then you go to his gangbang career. Cause somebody send me that picture of Can somebody send me that picture of I think JVB had just sent it to me. No, it wasn't him. Who just sent me the picture with this bus? Oh, I got it. I got it. And we finna get into some videos. And I'm gonna show you what scared of essays look like. You know what I'm saying? Live video footage, Duse him. I didn't expect nothing didn't respect nothing that little guy said. I definitely don't respect nothing he said. Bam, shout out OG Bam from Compton. The hub is in the building. They listen, Compton don't respect you. The Hollies don't respect you. But here you is with a public voice. What platform is this? Because they out of pocket, even giving this weirdo a voice. Hot Wheeler Media. You know what I'm saying? Hot Wheeler Media. Never even heard of them. Right? They got Hot Wheeler Media, Hot Wheeler Media, Hot Willie Media Part 2. So this is what the weirdo is talking about. Now watch this. We're going to get rid of that and close that out, right? And then I'm going to go straight to this. This is who Hot Wheeler Media gives credence to. Let me give y'all a little education in this street shit. South Central LA, Compton, Watts, Long Beach, Gardena, Inglewood, right? Hawthorne, right? See, you can't give credence to and put and have any credibility when you're dealing with a reject. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's a reject for real. Not one time, not two times. We already showed y'all that he was a failed gang member, right? And you know what's good? Sometimes a failed gang member is the best. You know what I'm saying? Being a failed, I was a successful gang member. You know what I'm saying? I knew how to sell dope. I knew how to rob banks. I knew how to get G-rides. I got strikes. I know how to catch my man and get away with it. You know what I'm saying? And I did a whole bunch of my life in jail. I'm 47 years old. I've spent over 26 years of that 47 years incarcerated. That's what a successful jail gang member looks like. Don't want to be like me. Trust me. It don't have no retirement plan. And majority of niggas, when you be all you can be and do everything you're supposed to the T, they got no retirement plan, no pension, medical, dental, none of that. You know what I'm saying? But one thing is for sure, two things is for certain. And when you wake up in the morning, you can look in the mirror and know that you stood on everything that you believed in and what people told you you're supposed to stand on. And that 99% of them same niggas couldn't even wear your chucks. Not for a month, let alone a lifetime. So here goes Snoopy Bad Azz, self-proclaimed Hollywood Pyru. This is the guy that they giving. That's not Hollywood Pyru. That's Snoopy Bad Azz, Paris neighborhood crip. Womp, womp, womp. Womp, womp, womp. That blog gave this weirdo a voice to talk about who's scared and who's not. You talking some real rider shit to a buster and running with his word. In fact, giving wings to his word. Shame on you. But don't stop there. Paris Linwood. Then you got Snoopy Bad Azz, the same guy. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Snoopy went from blue to red, and that is frowned upon heavy. Salute to the Blue Ridge Mile, Carolina Connect TV. Salute. Let's look at this one. So from Paris neighborhood crip, he goes to sex cash mafia gang. I never even heard of that. But salute to them brothers. Might be in the Inland Empire. I'm not familiar. No disrespect. Sex cash mafia gang. 4s and 2 3s. Look at it. This is Snoopy Bad Azz. Sex cash. He just changed colors again. DK, SSK, EK. He's extra out. This is what his heart was. But first he was Paris neighborhood crip. Then he turns to that. Right? Then he's over here throwing up Harlem 30 Crips. Papa Dirt, why you didn't tell me this nigga was banging Dinka Park, my nigga? Is it Dinka? He might have been claiming 39th. You know what I'm saying? The Avenue, I don't know. But he was claiming Harlem, Montclair, Chino, Riverside. Right? This dude is about 17, 18 years old. Those the classes in the street game that you graduated from School of Hard Knocks. Yeah, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Bang that like button. He need at parenting class. Niggas like Snoopy and CS2 and 600, those niggas all failures, so they make up gangs, hoods, and stories. Man, this is a fake wannabe. Why? Right? Rick 100 Brick City. Look, my lifetime, the OGs, I've seen the real ones and really did it in the end of the day career. They ended up with a good job. God bless the real ones, man. God bless the real ones. You know what I'm saying? That's Sly Blue Duse. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, I didn't know nothing about all of these hoods. Look at Snoopy Bad Azz. We ain't even got to talking about him getting slapped by TC in the holding cell. We just talking about a hood hopper. Nigga, everywhere. It's always about him. Snoopy Bad Azz as a rolling 30. Dirt gang crip. He giving it up. 2 thumbs. You can't mistake that in Los Angeles. You can't mistake that. It's only one hood that's known for the thumbs, and that's Harlem Rolling 30 Crip. Dinker Park, Avenues, 39th Street. They might say King Park, but those are the 3 major cliques. I know because I'm from the 30s. You know what I'm saying? I just grew up on the other side of Norman. So, yeah, man, this is who they giving a voice to. A nigga that was from 2 different hoods, 3 different hoods in the IE. And he's talking about niggas in LA. And then he turned from all of those hoods, he went and turned Hollywood Pyro. And now he done got ran off from them. One thing about him, he extra for all the gangs he was in. You know what I'm saying? For real. Duse Sims, what's good, fam? Chat, salute, man. Salute, man. P. White, salute, man. Everybody, man. Salute to the chat. So this weirdo is being given this platform and his voice wings, and he to talk about some rider shit. To speak on behalf of the blacks. And blacks is scared of everybody except other blacks. See, that's how you know he was a failed gang member. See, a nigga like me, my reputation, I'm not fuck the gangbanging shit. I'm just gonna act like I'm a normal dude. Man, fuck that, nigga. I'm gonna keep it G, nigga. I'm going to take this mask off because I keep a mask on the internet on who I really am, what I've really been through. Today, we going to take that mask off, and I'm going to show y'all who Eminem really is. Bang that like button, right? The super brain, super blood. That's who Eminem was. That's what I aspired to be. And I took everything that comes with it, because that don't come for free, nigga. You gotta earn it. controlling the set. G'd up fades, gang wars, gang fights with even other blood hoods. Recruiting, sending niggas on missions, right? Calling meetings, DPs, handing them out, right? See, someone of that caliber, a reputable, a joint, them the type of niggas that can speak on those type of shit. Hood generals, block captains. Niggas have been tried and tested through warfare. Nigga that's seen decades plus on war on the street and war inside them jails. I witnessed it all. I lived through it all. And I left unscathed. So we finna get into some more of these films. Then I'm gonna take that mask all the way off at even the notion that YNs, that brothers, fear anything. I met some Crips that I went to war with together against essays that I would call my comrades today, that I thank God I understood and met them dudes in camaraderie, standing as black men. And this notion that Crips and Bloods don't stand for their blackness, nah. They able to walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. See, the Crips and Bloods I know don't give a fuck about shit. They don't give a fuck about no motherfucking oppositions. We could do them, and the essays want it, they could get it too. What they on? Check them niggas' temperature. What, them niggas need that? And that's in jail. And the feds, the state, the county, the streets. That's the Crips and Bloods and Hoovers that I know. You can't tell me different, nigga. In the heat of the passion, where niggas is talking about, shout out Hoover Stomp Down. Ask Hoover Stomp Down is the blood scared of the motherfucking essay. Ask Hoover Stomp Down is the Hoovers scared of the motherfucking essays. We was on the yard together when they tried to press the young homies in a dorm and reception about some wine because they had their own wine. I told the homies, nigga, we ain't pouring out shit. Let the police do their job. ASA, y'all need to stop doing the police job, nigga. Well, their smell is gonna get the whole shit served. Okay, well, we'll get some spray and all that. We ain't pouring out nothing. What y'all talking about? Nigga, we playing pinochle. Nigga jumped up. Wait, what y'all talking about? I just told you what it is. Let the police do their job. See, this is what is a fact. The Sureños naturally, as being organized and dialoguing with California Department Corrections and Rehabilitations, with OSJ, SIS in the feds, have dialogues and relationships with them. That's where they get this mentality that they run something. No, you're a puppet. Your leaders are puppets. Fuck, you working with the police. You're not paying the police to do what you want them to do. They're compensating you for going along with their program. There's a difference. You're a puppet. The police's puppet. Now, do the Sureños run shit in LA? The Sureños run their hood. All East LA. There's no black hoods there. Most of the valley. They run that. 38th Street, 18th Street, MS-13, West Hollywood, North Hollywood, LA, South Central, every one of those hoods. Shout out to the Crazy Riders, Easy Riders, Harpies. They run their sets. They protect their sets. They make money in them sets. But they're run by the Mexican mafia, the MA. And they have to pay taxes to sell dope in their hood, to extort people in their hood, to do anything. The Mexican mafia get their percentage. And if they don't, they get green light. All the other Southside hoods. And one letter, one kite. I don't know no blacks that just get extorted by another black. Not no Crips, not no Bloods. And just let it be. You think that I put in all this work in my hood, protected people going to school, protected dudes, young homies, walking them home from coming from Fauché, meeting them at Dinker and Exposition, and walking them the rest of the way carrying a Mac 10. And you think that I'm going to let somebody who didn't grow up in my hood tell me that I got to pay them $1, nigga? Fuck a third. $1 to make money in my neighborhood. That's where that would have been my enemy right there. See, gangsters don't get extorted. Sureños have submitted to the extortion. Now, I get it if it's a kiddie and it's for the betterment of our people, because it's for la raza. I get that. But that money they getting extorted go up in one of their big homies' arms. Heroin, crystal meth, or speedballs. They're notorious for it. 14, 15 Mexican mafias I haven't met one that wasn't shooting that money up in their motherfucking arm. And I served them. Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So, now, do the Crips and Bloods fear them? You got busters everywhere. And Crips, the Bloods, SAs, everywhere. You got busters, part of the organization. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, not the Sureños, not the Crips, not the Bloods, not the Nortes, not the Bulldogs are going to accept disrespect in any fashion without it being a war. Let me repeat that one more time. Not one of those organizations in California are going to allow or permit, and the Hoovers, disrespect of their hood, what they represent, and their people without there being a war. So, I could go to 100 different stories, but I'm going to give y'all this one. Victorville, USP. A essay, Mexican Mafia, not even an essay. And I'm going to tell you his name, Negro. A Mexican Mafia named Negro, Dolphin. He was trying to get high. He was going through one of my crimees. And he told him he sent the money to give him the shit. My codeine said, man, I ain't got no money. I just checked with my people. Ain't no money hit. He said, well, I'll come back in an hour on the next move, and it should be there. It should clear. So he comes back, hey, man, run my shit. Like, man, I still ain't got no money. That ain't your shit. That money hit. He said, well, you need to check with your people. He said, I just checked with my people right before I came out. You know what I'm saying? He said, well, look, Holmes, if I don't get that shit, I owe the Crips And it's gonna go up. Because I owe the Crips. So he's so high, he don't even realize that the Bloods and Crips run together in USP Victorville. They're interchangeable. Shout out to Kiko from Coast. Shout out to G-Rod from A-Tray Gangster. Shout out to G-Rock. Shout out to all of the Damus that was in there, the whole car. Rest in peace, Hooper Rock, Baby Don D. Shout out my nigga Poncho, Gershon Park, Gershon Village, Las Vegas. Shout out my nigga Lil Doc from Broadway. All of the motherfucking Crips and Bloods, Cree, rest in peace from Antis Park, Baby Rock B from VE, Ant Dog from Pablo's, Lil PL from Pablo, Gang Bang from Inglewood. See, these type of niggas ain't the type of niggas that's going for nothing. So once that essay told my crying me baby time bomb, it was going to go down if he didn't get that work. Baby time bomb came in the unit. They passed the word, went to the other units, passed the words, and we came through the metal detector. Beep, 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 beep. The police back up, scared to death. You think they was going to try to stop us? And we ran outside where they got the Mexican mafia dude at with his bodyguards. They very, very organized. And we surrounded them, and I pulled my knife out at just like a couple other homies pulled their knife out. What's up? Aggressive. Oh, what you talking about? You said it's going down with the Crips. What's up? It's Bloods, nigga. If it's going down with the Crips, it's going down with us. The Crips out there. One of the Mexican mafia, rest in peace. He wasn't with none of that bullshit. And he had the most influence out of all of them. Rest in peace to Black Bob. Very respectful gangster. Right? Black Bob intervened. Hey, hold on. What's going on? Man, your people talking. Listen, I don't know nothing about that. This is the first I heard of. Just give me a second and some time to get with my people and figure out what the fuck going on. And we can deal with it. But y'all need to handle that now. Out of respect. That was what he's talking about. Blacks going at blacks. That started what later was a power struggle between Negro and other Mexican mafias members. I think he did something else after that, which was the final straw. I think he slapped the old man, right? Another Mexican mafia member. And they ended up busting on him and getting him off the yard. This is facts. You ain't got to believe me. I guarantee you every Southsider that was in the federal system will tell you the exact same shit. So afraid of who? There was another Southsider who went up in one of the dudes' lockers. We run this money drunk. We run this shit. Southside, da-da-da. And he went and took something out of somebody's locker or something. He was so drunk, the police took that dude to the hole. When the Mexican mafias came out, they told us they heard what happened, and they were sending somebody to the hole to be his seller. You can figure the rest of the shit out. Would that be okay? Yeah, that'd be good enough. It's a dead issue. It's a dead issue. So when we say, who the fuck is this? Hold on 1 second. Hello? Hello? So those are a couple stories on the streets. It's been some real salute. King Buck Wild, I got that Cash App salute to you, King Buck Wild. So we gonna get to video action. Oh, y'all gonna get to see Duse. I want to see scared. I want to see scared. See, a lot of these dudes being in our community, South Central. I love South Central, man. I love my motherfucker. I love the land, but I love South Central, bro. Cause you got gang beefs, mostly stick to the territorial beefs between blacks, and that's Southlos and Hoovers, right? You don't really hear about the Southlos and Hoovers where it just get racial, and I'm quite sure it's been some collateral damage, and that's not justifiable. You know what I'm saying? My generation was taught, get your man. So it would be a DP or a violation to not get your man and to accidentally shoot an innocent essay in our war with the Blackstone. Shout out to the Blackstone, the JSBs. You had Rancho Park 18th Street who shared a hood with the junk. And after a conflict where they didn't want to get out the alley, when the homies went and did what they was doing on some oppositions, come back being chased by the police, and they come down the alley, and the motherfucker said, get out the way, and then fuck you, motherfucker. With that attitude, like they ran something. Well, as a result to that, I just got another cash app. Back in action. Salute, bro. Everything donated to the Damu Kiwe is appreciated. And the homies ended up getting away, luckily, for that shooting. Rest in peace to the homie. You know what I'm saying? On the oppositions. But they came back the next day. And that started a beef with the Black Peace Stones, Jungles, City Stones, 21st, 25th, 28th Street, and the 18th Streets, which is the largest Sureño gang in Los Angeles. The largest. And that beef ended up pushing them out of the jungles. They no longer reside there. Their turf is no longer there. To Rancho Park. From Rancho Park, they pushed them out of there to the Smiley Drives, which is the Gear Gang hood. Was supposed to be Gear Gang hood, but the Gears aren't really that active over there anymore, and it's predominantly Mexicans. 18th Street hood, all right? But they got pushed up out the jungle. But you didn't hear about that now with the Florencias. I'm finna get to that right now. Hit that like button, and then we're going to get to some video footage. I really want to share this with y'all. And then y'all could we gonna get to some video shit. And I'm gonna take that mask off for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's really ironic that in the subject matter that they talking about fear, because that's not even one, and I'm gonna prove that to y'all on this video footage that I show y'all. You know what I'm saying? Are blacks outnumbered? Yes. And it's not because it's Mexican. Sureños don't represent all Mexicans. All Mexicans aren't Sureños, bro. That's the Southern United Race, the South Side, Southern California Mexican gangs that are up under the 13, which means the MA, the M, right? Those are Southsiders. Those are the gangbangers that they're talking about. And they're not, they got their money too. Don't get it fucked up. I know SAs from fucking Torrance Flats, Gardena 13. They get their bag. We not saying they ain't got the bag, but the ones that really got the economic buying power are Mexicans who work hard, sacrifice, to give their children, the next generation, a better life than what they felt they would have had, and better opportunities than what they would have had they stayed in Mexico. We call them paisas. But what they really is, they're the real Mexicans. just not from this side of that Anglo-made border, right? So you get into some of these cases. You had the Avenue gangs, United States versus Avenue gangs. Members of the Avenue gang, a Sureños subset in Northeast Los Angeles, were charged for racially motivated attacks and murders of Black residents intended to drive them from the neighborhood. Prosecuting agencies, the United States Department of Justice, Civil Rights Division, and U.S. Attorney's Office, Central District of California. And we got the actual press release, August 16, 2010, and it was for federal hate crime. So you go, where's Southeast Los Angeles? Southeast Los Angeles has probably 0.001% of Black people, or African Americans, or FBAs, or whatever description hue melanated people that look like us that's born here in the United States want to use. They got that population over there. Zero Black gangs or resistance. But they targeted innocent Black people. It was two separate unalived. That was one federal hate crime, right? The Florencias. U.S. versus Florence 13, Florencia 13. The Florence 13 gang, another Sureño affiliated group under the Mexican Mafia control, was indicted under RICO for drug trafficking, violence, and racially motivated attacks against Black residents in South Los Angeles. Now, the Florencias, rightfully so, had got robbed for almost 300, 400 kilograms of cocaine, allegedly, by some East Coast Crips igniting the war. A lot of Florencias is huge, but they're another one of Los Angeles' biggest gangs, and they're ruthless. Salute to the F-13. They got subsets all over. They Harvard Park, Brims, the 6-0s, all the way down Florence, going to Southgate. Huge, right? So, but in the midst of that, they got orders from the top Mexican Mafia telling them to do ethnic cleansing. You're beefing with the East Coast Crips. Why would you want to unalive innocent Black people? Why? And it's not some numbskull or knucklehead on the street with no conscience who just don't give a fuck. These is the orders coming down from the Mexican Mafia, a Florencia member, one of their heads. And it resulted in federal hate crime. So you talk about Sureños and you start to see if y'all beefing with the East Coasters and it was that easy and y'all taking over and run LA, then why would you have to go after innocents? Right? Sound like the coasters stood their ground. But salute to the Florencias, because more recently, one of their big homies did the total opposite. And he negotiated a peace treaty with the East Coast Crips. Salute to both sides of there. That's our community. We got to find a way to survive without the racism, without the racist ideologies, or it's going to be war. That was one example. And in war, they had chose to go after innocents. Operation Black Flag, a large-scale federal and local operation targeting the Mexican Mafia's control of Sureño gangs within the Los Angeles County jails and on the streets. Dozens of arrests, weapons, and drugs seized. And then it got Operation Knockout, right? And these are all federal indictments by the feds because they had evidence of targeted ethnic cleansing to target innocent blacks who might have just got a job and could only find ain't got good credit, could only find one owner who would rent to them. And because they did, you can't live over here. I mean, fucks, this ain't the Jim Crow. I live with if I go to work, man, whatever y'all got going on ain't my business. They didn't leave them to that much peace. So now, as far as there's been a lot of talk about whether or not they work with the police, right? I can't say all Southsiders work with the police, but the way that their structure is organized, they definitely do. So I said, why does CDCR, which is the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitations, and law enforcement appear to work with Sureños and the MA and have constant conflicts with blacks? So ChatGPT tells me that's a deeply important and complex question, one that scholars, activists, and even some law enforcement professionals have been grappling with for decades. The pattern you're noticing in California prisons, apparent tolerance or negotiation with groups like the Sureños or the Mexican Mafia, and chronic tensions with black inmates or organizations, is not the result of formal collaboration or authorization, but rather a mix of systemic, historical, and operational dynamics inside the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitations. How experts generally explain it: managing violence, not endorsing it. CDCR operates under a management of violence paradigm. In overcrowded prisons divided along racial lines, officials have to negotiate temporary peace among gangs to prevent large-scale riots. That can sometimes look like cooperation. Prison officials might broker truces or avoid cracking down on a powerful group if doing so would incite chaos. This isn't endorsement, it's pragmatic containment, a strategy criticized for rewarding groups that can deliver order through fear. Institutional racism and bias. Systemic racism in law enforcement has historically shaped how different populations are treated. Decades of policies, from policing in predominantly black neighborhoods to sentencing disparities, have created adversarial relationships between black inmates and law enforcement. Studies have found that correctional systems often racialize perceived threats differently. Black inmates are frequently labeled as more radical or gang affiliated, while Latino groups may be treated as more manageable due to their hierarchical structures. See, they can manage these Latino groups, these Sureños, the MAs, and negotiate with them. But who has the leverage, right, in these negotiations? And what are they negotiating if blacks ain't at the table? Information, you know what I'm saying? So, structural differences among groups. The Mexican mafia structure is centralized and bureaucratic. A relatively small number of shot callers can influence thousands of Sureños. That allows CDCR to communicate with a handful of key representatives to reduce violence yard-wide. Black prison groups such as the BGF, that's the Black Guerrilla Family, or loosely affiliated Blood and Crip sets are usually more decentralized, making them harder to negotiate with as single entities. See, we don't do negotiations with the police. That's not what we do. Now you're gonna have some who can be puppets for the government, puppets for the institution, jailhouse snitches, informants, coons, right? Kind of like what Whack 100 is on the internet. You know what I'm saying? But from a management perspective, this difference can cause staff to appear aligned with La M simply because that's where they can enforce order most effectively. So you got the Mexican mafia and all of the Sureños with them. They already outnumbered, right? They outnumber the blacks. They unified with the Aryan Brotherhood, the skinheads, the Nazi lowriders, all racist white supremacist groups, right? Then you might have some Pisces in there. So it's everybody, and then you got the administration. So they all negotiate with, and depending on what yard you at, the Asians, they might ride with the blacks, or they might be riding with the others, or they might be riding with the SA, right? But in any event, it's all of them against the blacks. And they still don't dictate the blacks program. They still respect the Crips, the Bloods, the Kumis, the Jamas, the 4-1, the Bay Area, the Fresno Diamonds. So where is the running? Oh, y'all got to do this. Or y'all, they don't have no say-so on the blacks program. With the institution on their side, the correctional officers and the wardens and CDCR, with the white boys and white supremacists, with the numbers and their organizational skills. They don't dictate our program. If you go to the Crenshaw district right now, do y'all think that the Mexican mafia or the Sureños is calling shots over there? Or go to Jefferson Park, Exposition Park. Y'all think that that's who's calling shots over there? So where is this? They run LA and these niggas is scared of them. What it is they're a structured, organized, formidable foe that you must respect. And y'all just isn't accustomed to it outside of California. Having a population or organization that's structured that you must respect. The farther you get from the border, the less Mexicans you're going to see, which means the less Sureños you're going to see. Remember to keep that divided. All Mexicans ain't going out and knocking down innocent blacks. These are segments of the Sureño threat, say, Sul 13 Mexican Mafia, that ordered these types of racial hits on innocent black people. Innocent black people. They didn't go to the drive. They didn't go to the jungles. They didn't go to the West Nellis. They ain't went to the Nickersons with none of that madness. I call that a cowardice act. Soft targets. If you understand guerrilla warfare, they hit soft targets. That's how powerful the blacks, the Bloods and Crips are. Do the blacks, Bloods and Crips and Hoovers need to find diplomatic solutions to a lot of their problems? Yes. Or do the Crips, Bloods, and Hoovers find diplomatic problems and solutions to their problems already? Yes. Big U was one of the main centerpieces in trying to put out fires before they start in LA. And because you coward ass niggas, you sheep, you lamb, fear wolves, you wanted to remove them. Y'all work to put that nigga, trick that nigga off the streets, fabricate lies on him, implicate him in multiple crimes, tried to target him, sent the stanky coochie girl FKG to attack him. Sent her while you're FaceTiming to attack him, hoping that he didn't have the patience that he had. Because me, you put your hands on me, man, woman, or gremlin, nigga. I got a right to defend myself. You can't oppress and afflict me because you got a pussy. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Fuck politically correct. I'm an equal opportunity employer. My hands work. Big, little, small, gremlin, human, alien, or a bitch. Because ain't no woman gonna ever put her hands on a man. A woman is never supposed to put her hands on a man. And as long as she do that, she ain't got to worry about me putting my hands on her. But the moment that she thinks she can abuse you because of the system being fucked up, I would have went to jail. But this is how they targeted Big U. I would have went to jail that day. You know what I'm saying? And that brother led by example by not putting his hands on her, not reacting, knowing Whack 100's on FaceTime. Whack 100's telling her what to do, knowing this bitch is working with the peoples to take a black leader out of the Crenshaw district. That would have made me lose it, knowing what she intended. Well, if you're going to take me out off the streets and take this away from the community, I'm going to try to take your life. Because they're going to knock me out the box. 3 strikes, you out. So if I'm going to do 25 to life, you're not going to have no life. Because what you intended for me was evil. But back to what I was saying, these lambs, so afraid of the big bad wolf, tricked them all. So who's going to protect you niggas now? Who's going to protect that community now? Who even cares enough to try to build with them young youth over there the way he did? Dedicated his life to it. Not just in football, but in how turning a boy into a young man with principles, with structure. Who? But back to the topic at hand. During the 70s, 90s, California prisons saw heavy recruitment into race-based gangs. Administrative segregation policies often reinforced racial divisions, placing certain groups together for safety. Meanwhile, political black groups like the BGF were viewed by some authorities as ideological threats rather than just criminal ones. The Sureños are a criminal organization. They could work with a criminal organization because all they're worried about is money and control. But when you have organizations that present ideological threats, black ideological extremists, Scandalous did a video on that. Black ideological extremists. How could you be too extreme in your blackness? Blacks need independence. That's extreme. We just gave credit to the Mexicans. That's extreme. Blacks need educational independence, having their own. Blacks need nutritional independence, a supply of food and water so we don't have to depend on no one else. That's a problem. Blacks need military independence to deal with these racist ass police who unalive unarmed Black and Mexican citizens in our community. The same way you see these militias, white supremacists, running up in Congress on January 6th, marching the streets yelling fuck niggers with chopsticks and shit legally. We legally need our own militias that's going to protect those in our community from those racist attacks from the Mexican mafia and groups like that and white supremacists. If you start believing that, it's in the Black extremists. Imagine that. Current reform efforts, and then the bottom line is that CDCR or law enforcement works with the Sureños or La M is usually about control and stability, not ideological alliance, but it's rooted in systemic inequalities and flawed strategies that have historically treated Black inmates with more suspicion and severity. Their alliance with these white supremacists, Line MA and Southsiders were all about control and stability. This isn't just CDCR. This is about law enforcement itself. The LAPD, Orange County Police, Inglewood Police, the FBI, the DEA, the federal government, nigga. They fear Black people becoming independent. They don't give a fuck about no motherfucking criminal ideology. They compromise. Y'all want money. We got the money, so we can control you. All you worried about is power and money. We can give you both. We're the devil, nigga. But them niggas, they don't just want the money. They don't just want the power. They want to stop us from leeching up off of their community, leeching up off of their culture, leeching up off of their strength. The NFL. Imagine we owned our own league, the NBA. Imagine LeBron James, Steph Curry, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. We're all playing for teams owned by people that look like us. The hip-hop community. Everybody loves hip-hop. It's the biggest culture internationally. Imagine that we had our own radio station, our own distribution channels, and all of these great radio hosts, Big Boy in the morning, we're all working for people that look like us. Those dollars were recycled into our community. I guess that's a sin to visualize that in America. But as far as scared, only a coward like Snoopy Bad Azz that claims he a blood will be in fear by numbers. See, I can't be afraid of numbers when I joined an organization that inherently was always outnumbered by the Crips. You get put on by 3 people, so you be accustomed to being jumped. Your squabble gang gotta be a little bit more vicious. You got to have more heart. Then once you get to studying the art of war, strategic maneuvers, and you understand and study your adversary, you're going to see where their weak points is. You're going to recognize where their strengths is. You're going to hit them in the soft underbelly of their weaknesses. I'm finna take y'all to a ride, and I'll read the paperwork first. And then I'll show y'all the video. Hit that like button, man. You know what I'm saying? Bang that like button. Fuck that gang shit, nigga. We need to bring back that revolutionary shit. That's what them people fear, bro. D Classic 1, salute. Sintown, salute, salute. You know what I'm saying? So let me see if I could pull this up real quick. Let's get to the content, right? Let's get to the content. So, Snoopy Bad Azz. Niggas in LA, and I really hate to see the feds informants because he's a rat. Melvin Banks ratted on TC. I got the paperwork. If you want it, tap in. So this is Eminem. I'm going to take the mask off. This one in Victorville. Braids hanging down to past my motherfucking shoulders. No body fat. All muscle. With the heart of a lion. On that yard, it was about 1,800 people. This is in Victorville, FCI. 1,800 people. It was only 300 blacks on the yard. Everybody against us. This is institutionalized racism. This is how the system is set up. They all envy us, imitate us, but they hate us. So we get up there, and I think I'll go this way. Let me get y'all the paperwork. Let me make sure y'all can see this. So this is a story of a police officer, right? The police officer, bang that like button, man. Officer Gutierrez, Hispanic male, date of birth, 9, whatever. And then he's a federal correctional officer, was interviewed in his place of employment. Victorville Federal Correctional Institution 1, FCI 1, and has the address or whatever. In reference, a March 11, 2007 incident involving inmate Lamonte Deshaun Sims, federal number 23699-112, after being advised of the identity of the interviewing agent and the purpose of the interview, Gutierrez provided the following information. So this federal correctional officer, Andres Gutierrez, is being interviewed by the FBI investigating me. Sound like a nigga that was scared of anyone? The FBI are investigating an inmate who was located in Victorville, FCI, for crimes of violence. Gutierrez has been employed by the Bureau of Prisons since September 2002 and is a recreation specialist. On the date in question, Gutierrez was working in recreation when he heard an unknown broadcast over the radio of a problem in B Lower housing unit. Gutierrez ran to the area. B Lower was my unit. And approached the unlocked slowdown gate to the courtyard. He saw inmate Sims in the courtyard spraying an unknown Hispanic inmate with a fire extinguisher. He was yelling something to the effect of, "Don't fuck with the bloods, nigga." I'm spraying a Sureño with a fire extinguisher and hit him with the fire extinguisher. And I'm telling him, don't fuck with the blood or something to that extent. You want to know what I really told him? I told him this black power ain't nothing bigger than the beat. This ain't nothing bigger than blood. As I'm beating him, I'm teaching him. Whatever he thought it wasn't. That black power still exists against all them odds, against the administration, against the white supremacists, and against the Sureños' racist ideologies. And when I'm gonna get to the story when I tell y'all the whole story. So the police is telling the FBI about this blood with a fire extinguisher that was beating the Sureño with the fire extinguisher. Sims threw the extinguisher at the Hispanic inmate, which struck the inmate. The two inmates began to throw punches at each other and were now near the fence line to the slowdown gate. Gutierrez and Correctional Officer Flores entered through the gate, yelling at the inmates to get on the ground. Flores grabbed the Hispanic inmate, who threw his hands up in the air in a surrendering manner. This inmate appeared compliant with staff. Gutierrez approached Sims, and Sims stepped to the side, looked at Gutierrez, and punched Gutierrez in the nose with a closed fist. Sims' punch was in a straightforward manner into Gutierrez's nose. Gutierrez grabbed onto Sims, and another unknown staff member tried to tackle Sims. Gutierrez did not know where Sims went at this time, but Gutierrez landed on his buttocks and was stunned for a moment from Sims's punch. Gutierrez felt the area of his nose, which was numb, and decided he was okay to continue. Gutierrez saw Sims and an unknown staff member by the wall of the B lower, so he ran to help. Gutierrez recalled Correctional Officer Flores and Jared Phonetic arrived to help. Sims was uncooperative and stated he was not going to get handcuffed. Staff had to wrestle Sims to the ground, as Sims still refused to be handcuffed. See, this is Officer Gutierrez, right? Telling you about Eminem, not Duse, not the guy y'all listen to on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? The guy you met on YouTube is dealing with mental health issues, and he's very, very strong at being able to hold down his impulsive reactions and violent reactions under these circumstances because he values life, man. Eminem never valued life. When he joined the Bloods, he knew and accepted that he would die a young death or he would get life in prison. He knew what he signed up for. Eminem and Duse Sims is two different people. When y'all see me, I got the mask on. I buried Eminem. And I pray that he can't come back from the dead. Because that means I'm going to be in jail or somebody going to hurt me. Because I'm going to hurt them. So, this is a flip-flopper is crazy. Not at all. So, let me go. Does that sound like somebody who's afraid of the Mexicans? I'm asking y'all. Let me make a chat real quick. I mean, a poll real quick before we get into the other paperwork and then the videos of the riot. You know what I'm saying? Let me do that real quick for y'all, man. Hold on. Let me make sure Maria ain't called me either. No, she ain't called me. So I'm gonna hit that like button if y'all ain't hit this exclusive content from Hit Squad Dime, man. Hit that like button, man. So let's go. What was the question I was gonna ask? Does it sound like blacks in LA was scared of them essays? That's my baby. Y'all gotta wait for this. Hey, babe. You know I'm live. Why would you even say that? Huh? What you doing? You just got off? You already closed the shop, or you just closing it now? All right, I'll see you when you get home, babe. Bye. Does it sound like blacks in LA was scared of them essays? Well, we finna yes, no, let's go. So that's one of the what you call it. There it go. I want y'all to go vote on that poll. Does it seem like the blacks was scared of the essays? You know what I'm saying? Snoopy has failed at everything he tried in life. That's the fact. I just got a cash app. Emmanuel Bullock, $25 from him. Salute to you, brother. Chad, nobody ain't listened to a ninja that got on the stand for the DA to admit the truth. A whole rat. Shout out to the Damu Kiwe conversation. Hit that like button. You hit that pot of black-eyed peas up yesterday. Right, he thought he was Richard Pryor. It was what? The union in here, the union says, fuck Snoop, good ass, and anybody down with the union on Snoopy Bad Azz right now, man. Please, Lord, man, I'm so far behind, man. So, yeah, man, let me what did he say? So he said, the police always try to stop a real and powerful message. Now, that's a fact. I'm from St. Louis for sure. Don't know what a J-Cat is. Are you one? Saw about damn Duse. I had to grab my nose. Yeah, but listen, man. Mexicans have knockout power and definitely can fight. I ain't met one that got knockout power. I haven't fought one. You know what I'm saying? They got knockout power and that could really fight. I'm sure they got some. You know what I'm saying? They got boxers and all kinds of shit that know how to fight. So we ain't saying Mexicans can't fight. I'm saying my experience, they're not known for fighting, bro. They don't even fight blacks one-on-one. Facts. And there's a reason for that. I don't know where y'all from, but here in South Central and Compton, Mexicans fight one-on-one. Now, yeah, and maybe on the streets, they might run it, but I doubt it. Got homies that was down with you, Bishop Brims, Earl Crump, salute. You already know, bro. You know the homies that my reputation precedes me, bro. This is what CS2 back, all the shit he proclaimed he was not that. I was really that. But look, so we gonna go to the next officer. So that's correctional officer Gutierrez talking to the feds. And then I'm gonna give y'all the true story. You know what I'm saying? So here we go right here. Boom. So S. Flores, he comes and he lies. This is why I'm showing y'all how the system is everybody against the blacks, right? So I'll give y'all the story after reading this, and then after I give y'all the story, I'm gonna show y'all the video, and then y'all have context of how it went down. So can y'all see this? Okay. Boom. So Steve Flores, Hispanic male. Officer Gutierrez, Hispanic male. S. Flores, Hispanic male, right? Date of birth, blank 1979. Federal correctional officer was interviewed at his place of employment, Victorville FCI 1. right? About an incident involving inmate Lamonte Deshaun Sims, number 236991112, after being advised of the identity of the interviewing agent and purpose of the interviewer. Flores provided the following information. Flores has been employed by the Bureau of Prisons for 3 years on the date in question. He was working the visiting room when there was a radio call of an inmate disturbance in B Lower Housing Unit, my unit. Flores responded and entered the slowdown gate to the AB courtyard. A upper housing unit officer, Simone Ortiz, was nearby Flores. Flores saw inmate Sims activating a fire extinguisher at a Hispanic inmate. Sims swung the fire extinguisher and struck the inmate in the upper torso. It broke his motherfucking ribs. It broke his, fractured his forearm and fractured his ribs, right? Flores remembers seeing Correctional Officer Gutierrez in the area at this time. Flores did not see if the two inmates fought. Instead, his attention was drawn to the inmates running towards the slowdown gate to get into the courtyard. Flores locked the gate and looked to see Sims and Correctional Officer Jarrett standing by the B lower wall. Jarrett motioned for Flores to come help. Flores went to assist while Ortiz stayed near the slowdown gate. Sims was uncooperative and was non-compliant. Sims refused to cuff up. Gutierrez came to assist and was bleeding profusely. So Gutierrez run over there, his nose bleeding profusely, right? Flores was standing to the left side of Sims when Sims made a fist with his left hand and brought it upward, striking Flores in the lower right jaw area. Someone said, "Take him to the ground." So Flores and others wrestled to the ground. Sims continued to resist and tucked his arms to his chest. Sims was eventually handcuffed and escorted to the special housing unit, Duse, by an unknown staff member. Flores recalled Associate Warden Werlinger arriving to assist. So that's Officer Gutierrez's story, and that's your boy Steve Flores' story, right? Well, Steve Flores, I bet you didn't know, you and Gutierrez didn't know I was gonna make y'all lying ass pigs famous. You racist pieces of shit famous, right? So let me give y'all the real story. And then I'm gonna show y'all this video. And then we're gonna end it because I'm a no race won't fight a black one-on-one. Yeah, we see it. Most people don't know how it go down in that federal system. USPs and FCIs don't be a RESAC because you're going to find out facts. Yeah, that's a fact, bro. So on this date, I'm fucking with one of my partners, Michael Vakanovich. He was a white boy I used to fuck with, right? He was on a healthcare fraud case, like a $4 million healthcare fraud case. So I fucked with him. He had a bag, put a little deodorant on his head, you know what I'm saying? Put him up under my wing, you know what I'm saying? And but he was a funny ass, dumbass white boy. And I was fucking with him. I'm gonna show y'all him on the video also, because you see him walking by. But when I walk into my cell, I look and I see some essays. Cause most of the essays like 5'6", 5'5", 5'4". You rarely got essays that's like 6 foot tall, 6'2", 6'3". But the ones on the yard with the tattoos all on their head, that's 6 foot tall, that ain't even on my living unit. I see them in my unit. That's out of the ordinary. Naturally, my antennas go up. So I go try to get my knife. I go to my room, try to get my knife up out the stash spot, but it's stuck right now, right? So I can't even get my knife. So I come back out because I hear boom. right? It was a door slamming. So I come back out, fuck that night. What's up? The homie K5 from Bounty Hunters, they sitting at the tables. I'll point out K5. Him and the homie G Wayne from Lincoln. Shout out to G Wayne. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to get G Wayne on right now, right? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Lincoln Park Bloods, San Diego. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. But I see G Wayne. I'm gonna tell him to tell me if I tell a lie. Right? Tell me if I tell a lie.
What's happening, homie?
Hey, G Wayne, I'm live right now, blood. What's happening, homie?
Oh, shit. What's happening with you?
Hey, I want you to tell me if I tell a lie, right? So, we in Victorville, FCI, right?
Right.
I already got a reputation of my first day I got on the nigga Jihad, beat his ass, the DC nigga, over the TV. Then the big ass nigga from SAC, what was blood name? You remember that nigga?
Which one? The K5 nigga?
Nah, not K5. The nigga I beat up in the day room. Dip blood on his shit.
From SAC. Oh, damn.
He didn't want to do those what you call us on the wall after that.
Yeah, because he was willing. Remember?
He was lying, yeah, on blood.
When they just be talking, don't know what they talk about, they go get your ass up in that box.
Yeah, on bloods. He didn't want to. He didn't want to do what we called them when they got to hold the wall.
Willing. So that was the will time out, nigga, for your ass.
Yeah,
think before you talk, but you got to have facts when you fucking with us. You just can't be talking.
Right. So then it was me and Tiny Bo got off on that Muslim nigga, but he didn't want no issue out on the basketball court. But after so basically, a nigga already had like a little reputation from punching on niggas up there, coming from that USP, and then and then the niggas they ran up in Simo's cell, right?
Right.
I come out the motherfucking cell. I'm like, blood, what's going on? You like, blood, they ran up in Simo's cell. I said, did they holler at y'all first? They like, nah. I looked over there to the crib table, and I'm like, did they holler at y'all niggas? They like, nah. What the fuck y'all niggas standing around for? Nigga, work call, nigga.
Yeah. We rushed their ass up.
I'm finna show the video now. Go to Active Chucks, blood. I'm finna tell the whole story. You know what I'm saying? So whoop. All right. So already been punching on shit, DC niggas, Sacramento niggas. Nigga, I'm a problem. I'm like 24 years old. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so I'm like, did them niggas holler at y'all? They like, nah. The fuck y'all standing around for, nigga? Work call. You don't put your hands on no black man and you don't give us the opportunity to fix it first. Like the situations I gave y'all from USP Victorville, we gave them the opportunity and the respect to regulate their shit, right? And that's usually what they give us, right? When they don't do that and they put their hands on our people, it's the total disrespect and the declaration of war. So why are the blacks just standing around? The blacks move so quick, and you're going to see that they just started throwing chairs. So they run in Simo's cell. It was about 6 essays that made it inside a Simo cell. Simo was a non-affiliate up there. He grew up in the Gershons, but he wasn't active. He was a real weirdo drug addict at the time and shit. And it was all over a drug deal going bad that had nothing to do with me, nothing to do with the homies, but he was black. So I said, nigga, what we work called? They start throwing chairs. It's about 40 essays standing in front of his cell, 6 of them in there. He stabbed the first one. Frankie from Orange County got stuck in his neck, right? The nigga laid in his bed. Nigga, the essays run up in there and and they plucked that nigga. I think he got stabbed like 16, 17 times. You know what I'm saying? And but he stuck Frankie, the first one that came in, he got him. And then after that, they beat him. And unbeknownst to me, he told me later when we was in the cell that that they knocked him out like 3 times while he was in there. You know what I'm saying? They took his knife from him and everything, right? So anyway, they throwing chairs and shit, bam. So I'm like, man, this ain't gonna work. So I see the fire extinguisher, nigga. And at first I seen the police run out the back of the motherfucking unit. So the police ain't spraying nobody. They ain't trying to stop nothing. Nigga, the police run out the back. And I'm like, well, we can't get in. They throwing chairs. I get hit with one of the plastic chairs. But that's keeping us back. We can't even fight. You know what I'm saying? Where's the phase at, nigga? Where's the knives? Right? So I say, okay, I know what's going on. We got to get this nigga. That nigga G Wayne was on me. Blood. They gonna kill that nigga in there. He's still in there. We gotta save this nigga Simo. I'm standing on the front line. I'm like, fuck that. I walked. I went and got the fire extinguisher. I brought it out. I pulled the pin. When I sprayed it, that motherfucking worked. I ran to the front where the essays was at and I sprayed them niggas. When them niggas couldn't see all that gangster shit them niggas was pushing, when them niggas didn't have a tactical advantage, even though we were outnumbered, them niggas ran like bitches, nigga. Tucked their dick between their legs like they had a pussy from the dead homies, nigga. See, around a bitch, around a sheep, a nigga could fake like he's a wolf. But around an apex predator, a warrior, that shit get exposed. That's a cowardly act. Right? So, niggas grab the broomsticks, the mops. Nigga, I'm hitting motherfuckers with the fire extinguisher. We chased every one of them out the unit. They came in the unit. They started it. Duse changed the tide and saved every black in that motherfucking building. Not the police. Duse, the Damu. Right? We beat them with the irons. They beat them with the broomsticks, the mops, throwing chairs back at them. They ran up out the unit. Right? So, after that, it's all smoky. Y'all gonna see the video because I'm finna play the video. It's all smoky. There was an old man. What was that old man name? Damn, I'm gonna ask G Wayne. Mr. Davis. And he was already on a breather, old black man. So I'm like, hey, Mr. Davis, you okay? Go up in your cell, man. You know what I'm saying? Close your door, keep a wet towel on your face to make sure you can breathe, right? So he said, okay. So I turned around. What's up? Hey, look, there's cameras everywhere. We going to the hole. Let's go get these bitch ass niggas. So these niggas is happy that we won, that we saved face. They don't really want no more, but I don't know. I'm turned, man. I'm not one of them niggas you can press that switch and he knows how to calm down. I'm dumb retarded, nigga. Right? So, and violence, scared. Nigga, I know violence since my earliest age on this planet, nigga. That's the easiest language to speak for me, nigga. So, I tell the niggas, well, fuck that. They said the gate's closed, but the gate wasn't closed. So I'm like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, if the gate closed, it's a unit right in the gate with us. We gonna go to their unit and get their homies, nigga. Right? So niggas say, all right, but they're reluctant. Right? So I grab the fire extinguisher again and we push out the front door. Soon as I get out the front door, I see a Mexican. I grabbed the fire extinguisher and I'm standing over him. He squatted down, bro, all the way into a crutch. Said, "Mi paisa, mi paisa." I didn't hit the paisa. I told him, "Okay, then get the fuck up out the way." See what I mean? Just because they're Mexican don't mean that they're against you. I let the paisa go. And I came out. When I came out, I seen that other essay. As soon as I seen him, I sprayed again, lift up the thing, hit him, then hit him again with the thing. Nigga, bow down to the beat. Nigga, this bloods, nigga. Don't fuck with the bloods, nigga. Black power, nigga. Right? So, we finna get to the video. My baby just came home, so we gonna get to the video. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. This is inside the unit, and you can see some of the stuff from this angle. Let me blow it up a little bit. You'll be able to see some of the stuff from this angle. Let me turn this off. That's G Wayne right there with the wave cap on in the gray. That's K5 with the chair. Hold on. I think I gotta back up some. Oh yeah, that was that was from the other angle. I don't like this angle. Let me get to the where it's cracking. Damn. Oh yeah. Let me see. This is the best one right here, bro. This is one of the best views of it. Is that it? Man, I pray this is it. Yeah, I think this is it. Boom. So let's blow this up. Y'all look, make sure that y'all looking over here where you got the TV, and then it'll be to the right of the TV. Behind there, there's a staircase, right? And behind that staircase is Seymour's room, his cell. You're going to see them run to his room, right? And all of these over here is essays, and these is the blacks over here. So it's finna go down, right? It's lunchtime also. So boom, look, it's going down. Look what the niggas do. These the niggas over here. Watch this. Soon as it go down, look, the niggas up. Automatically. Right? Niggas up. It's up over there. You got this nigga, he gets out of the way. He get out the way, but these niggas, these the bloods over here. This is us. We running towards the confrontation, nigga. Fuck you mean scared? We didn't know what was going on. It cracked, nigga. They bust, they move. Now look. Look at all of these blacks. These niggas ain't got nothing. These niggas ain't participating in nothing. Boom. Look at all them essays standing over here. So they're blocking the cell. That we're over here in the corner. I'm gonna show another angle, but we're over here in the corner. They're gonna start throwing chairs, right? And they're throwing chairs. They're throwing them right now. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and go up here so you can see it. So niggas ran up on them, so they start throwing chairs. So now niggas is throwing chairs, right? And it's going up. Look, here go Estes here. Here go nigga right here. It's going up. All of this is all the essays, bro. And they're standing. They're confronting us. But remember, they're still in 6 of them still in the room doing CMO, right? I don't see no niggas running. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We can see 21 people on the camera, and it's more than that, right? Look, here come more. 22. Then it's the 6 and what you call that's 28. You almost got 30 people already, right? They got the numbers, right? Even being outnumbered. Niggas is still trying to take care of their folks. Niggas is still standing their ground. Right? Knives in play. So boom. Now y'all finna see a whole change in everything that happened. Right? Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Look, boom, here comes the fire extinguisher. Look what they do, bro. Every one of them start running. Every one of them start running, bro. Out the unit. Fuck y'all mean scared. Scared of what, nigga? Look, now here come the niggas. Now here come the niggas. Chasing them. All the way through the back. Look, they running. Now niggas is hitting them with them mops. Now niggas is hitting them with them irons. Look. Now niggas is hitting them motherfuckers with shit. And they get to running. Boom. And that's all you're gonna be able to see on that video. Wait, maybe it'll show some more because I went to Mr. Davis' room, whatever. Them is Pike's eyes still up there. We didn't attack the Pike's eyes. They had nothing to do with the Mexicans. Had something to do with the Southsiders, bro. See the difference? Fast forward a little bit. So boom, I rallied the troops. Y'all see the niggas? I done told them niggas, look, we finna go get these niggas. We going to the hole anyway. We going to the hole anyway. Scared. There go Duse right there. Hold on, let's start it over. There I go right there holding the fire extinguisher with the gray sweater on. Nigga, come on, nigga. Let's go. There go Tiny Jimbo, BIP, my co-defendant on my bank robbery. Tiny Bo. You know what I'm saying? Here come niggas. Niggas got the water, the mop, ringer, bucket shit. Niggas is coming out there. We going together. There go G Wayne, right? And we go outside. Soon we get outside, I told y'all we seen that pipe out, and then the shit outside happened. So that's one view. Maybe on this one, you can see it better. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button. All right, so you should be able to see a better visual on this one. Pay attention. Y'all tell me what the niggas do. So this showing you where the niggas is at. The other one showed you where the essays was at, right? There go K5 sitting at the table on the left side with the white sweater. There go G Wayne. I forgot this old man name, but he threw some chairs and got active. There go my nigga H Wood from Hoover, right? Look, there go the white boy Michael Vakanovich I was telling y'all about. There go Michael Vakanovich, you know what I'm saying? Walking through. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to see what scared look like. It should be coming up. Boom. Niggas get up. Look at H Wood. Look at G Wayne. Look at the OG. Look at K5. Look at this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is me over here by the back door trying to grab my knife. Look. Boom. I run in my cell, try to grab my knife. It's still stuck. So I come out. Boom. Oh, hold on. Stop. You see the nigga in the sweatsuit? That's me. Frontline, nigga. They throwing thing. Okay, boom. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There it go. Bam. There go Tiny Bo, Tiny Jimbo, BIP, my neighbor. Look, he throwing his chair. They throwing chairs so niggas can't even run up on them, and then we outnumbered. Niggas got less numbers and niggas still running up, bro. And they're throwing chairs so niggas can't even engage yet. Boom. So look, you see the dude go by the back window? Boom. Now watch. He's finna come out with that fucking fire extinguisher. That's me. Improvise. Survival. Warrior. Able to strategically think in the midst of battle. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 blacks. that's active. You got 2 blacks over here that ain't doing nothing. They standing behind us. 8 blacks against 30. Now here come Duse in. Boom. Boom. Here come Duse Sims. I sprayed it. It worked. So I come. Boom. With the fire extinguisher. Boom. Now we rushing. They trying to run out. We're going after them. You know what I'm saying? That don't sound like scared to me, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? That don't sound like scared to me, my nigga. Now look. So I run the CMO cell, right? After they run out, we hitting them, chasing them niggas out the unit. They got the numbers. Say 10. I counted 8. Just say 12. Let's give it 12 blacks actually throwing chairs and fighting back and trying to rush to go save this black. 12 blacks. Last count I counted was 28, and there were 6 still in that cell. So you're talking about 34 Mexicans essentially fighting 12 blacks. 3 times the numbers. 36 Sureños. 12 blacks. Fearless. Warriors. That's prepared to die for their race if need be. Protect and defend their people if need be. Not talking about what you is or would do, nigga. What have you done to prove that you're prepared to die? Sacrifice your life in defense of your people. Humility. What have you done? Snoopy Bad Azz. Any one of these niggas on the internet. What have you done? All these hardcore LA gangbanging podcasters that act like they super extra and super tough. What have you done? What would you have done in that situation? So, because we withstood the whole shit, I'm going to let it keep playing because you finna see us all leave, right? Not all of us. Some of these niggas stayed inside. But y'all finna see us exit in this place to go after them niggas. They ran out the unit. We gonna run out after you niggas. We gonna get our shit and we coming back out there for more, nigga. Scared. That shit ain't even a part of our vocabulary, nigga. Fucking nigga gonna be scared of some motherfucking 5'5" essay. Get the fuck up out of here, nigga. 3 times the amount of niggas that was fighting. Fearless. Aggressive. On the attack. Numbers. Only cowards need numbers. A bunch of cowards against 12 warriors. The 12 warriors always gonna win, bro. It's about the heart. Numbers only work for those who are intimidated by numbers. Those who aren't confident in their capabilities. 12 battle-tested. Shout out H-Dub from Hoover. Shout out H-Wood from Hoover. Shout out my nigga G-Wayne. Shout out my nigga K5 from Bonnie Hunters up at SAC. Shout out Tiny Jimbo, rest in peace. My brother from another, Junie from the bank days. We're going to go to the outside video clip real quick. I got more. I just ain't had time to go all the way through. Y'all going to be able to see the clipped up versions in my documentary, man. Duse Sims hashtag March Madness. You know what I'm saying? But we finna get to this other video real quick. Bang that like button, man. You know what I'm saying? When we go outside. Boom. So here it go right here. So we come outside. Boom. Looking for him. Over here it's an essay. Pay attention. Look, here I come right now. Boom. And as soon as I come out, I see one. Right? Them the essays still running. Running out the gate, bro. And then here I come. Police ain't stopped none of them. They started. Ran up in the brother's cell. Then they stopped. They trying to figure it out. Damn, we came in like gangsters. We ran up out that motherfucker with our dick tucked between our legs. Right? Boom. So they all make it out. They out the gate. Remember, niggas told me, hey, the gate's locked. The gate ain't locked, bro. Some of them niggas was cool with where it ended. You know what I'm saying? But I was bloodthirsty by that time, bro. Right? I'm in that zone, bro. Apex predator. You know what I'm saying? So now that they done left, you gonna see the first dude come out. I seen the paisa. I wasn't gonna do nothing to the paisa because they made it clear they have nothing to do with that, right? And then here it comes. Watch the nigga in the gray sweatsuit with the fire extinguisher. Here come the niggas. Levi over there fucking that bone up. I got to get the angle which show everything. Come on, I think you're going to be able to see me come out right now, right? And get on that other essay head. Like S. Flores and Gutierrez both said, right? Boom. Okay, there goes Simo. Simo ain't got no, he only got his tank top on. He all stabbed up, right? And then here I come. Boom. I come out behind him and I see the essay. That's me on the left with the fire extinguisher in my hand. And I run up on the essay. Damn, you can't see it from this fucking angle. Damn. Damn, so look, here come the niggas behind me. You see the smoke from the fire extinguisher, so you know I sprayed them and hit them like S. Flores was talking about. Look at the niggas. So the essays that ran out the gate, they done went to the other gate to go to lunch. Police ain't stopped none of them. They seen me over here beating a homie. So they start running back, bro. You know what I'm saying? So pay attention. It should show that, bro. I remember in trial. Okay, look. Okay, it looked like the camera's starting to move this way. So I'm over here. Look, boom. Look, the essays come running back because I'm beating on their homie, right? Police ain't stopped none of them. Police ain't handcuffed none of them, right? And so they telling me, the police, they like, okay, Holmes, I'm right here. I'm the police trying to handcuff me. Okay, Holmes, we got you, essay. We got you, right? Police don't handcuff no Southside. But mind you, almost every one of these correctional officers is Hispanic or white. No black. Bureau of Prisons have had 0 black officers involved in this incident pertaining to a riot. So look, they tell us, hey, look, y'all got to go this way. Y'all got to go this way. So they talking shit to me on the other side. Let's see if it shows me and the police trying to, yeah, look, boom. So the police, remember he said that they had Sims on the wall. So the police is trying to handcuff me. They ain't handcuffed none of these essays that just ran up in and stabbed Simo. Ran up in them niggas wasn't even on our unit. They not tried to handcuff none of them. But they over here trying to handcuff me because I'm whooping on that essay with the fire extinguisher talking about don't fuck with the bloods. Right? Black power. Right? I said some disrespectful shit too. But we ain't going to say that. Disrespectful to the South Side. But we ain't going to say that because we passed that now, right? But I'm enraged, right? So the police did him up these 4, right? So they got them 4 hemmed up. And the camera picks that up. They got them on their knees. But all them other essays, they don't see them as a threat. They just tried to rush through the gate to come get towards me. Remember what I read about the bias and how they don't believe that criminal organization isn't as much of a threat as the black ideology? Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? King Buck Wild salute. So boom. So mind you, all this going on, the police still ain't been able to take me down. They trying to take me down to the ground and handcuff me. All of them essays, they not worried about none of them, but they worried about making sure they handcuff me and take me down. Right? Let's see if it shows it. Boom. 1 officer, 2 officers. Right? So there go the niggas. So the niggas are like, why y'all trying to cuff up Duse in? What the fuck y'all doing? Look at G Wayne. Look at Tiny Bo. Right? They arguing with the police because they're saying, why are you grabbing Deuce Sims? Well, no, they saying Eminem. Deuce Sims didn't exist, bro. Why y'all grabbing Eminem, man? Fuck that. So they tell them, no, y'all got to get in, right? So let's see. Oh, yeah. So it's going to show Deuce Sims now. So these the police trying to take me down, right? Okay, it zooms in. Damn, if you look on the ground, you see red spots, that's Gutierrez's blood. There go Deuce in. Nah, I ain't cuffing up. So it's 1 police, 2 police, right? Watch how many police they bring over here to come get me, right? My hands is out. I ain't socked nobody. No police. No uppercut. Boom. Here come another police. So that's 3, right? 3 police trying to take take me then, right? It's blood everywhere. Take this off. Bang that like button. Levi. That's what you get acting greedy with that bone. So boom, here go more police. They still can't get me there. Boom. Let me see. So boom, those three trying to take me down. Fourth police. Fifth police. Hit that like button. The police still can't do nothing with me. Look at this. All them police still can't do nothing with me, nigga. Nothing. Look at this. Wait. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7 police officers. 8 police officers. This is what it takes when you're dealing with a warrior, bro. 8. Go upstairs with your mom. Go. Bye. Go. So now they finally got me cuffed. 8 police. That's what it took. So they get me up out of there, escort me up out of there, handcuff me, take me to the hole. Now, mind you, this is where all those essays was just at. They didn't cuff none of them. They still on the yard. In fact, they put them all in the kitchen. It was lunchtime. When they got to the kitchen, they attacked the blacks in the kitchen. But they wanted me to walk handcuffed across the yard. All of these SA police, right? And because I showed up, because I stopped what they were trying to do, yeah, they got me in the chicken wing now, reverse chicken wing. You know what I'm saying? So from that, I end up getting re-indicted, right? I get re-indicted. Let's see what the chat talking about. Chill, dog. Said essays don't fight one-on-one. I said North A's don't either. No race will. Now it's 14% in the poll. Yeah, well, let's see what the polls say. 78% said it don't look like the niggas are scared. 80. So some of y'all still think the nigga was scared. Y'all want to believe that. But a lot of black people like that is subservient. Maybe that's who in the chat that's subservient to white supremacy and bow down because they couldn't understand that type of courage. They gave my homeboy a street charge for a knife, 30 months on that. As a matter of fact, ain't no fighting them with any other race. It's knife play facts. Blood is a delusional, petty-ass narcissist. He can't help but to keep his name in the algorithm. No one listens to his music. He hopped from 4 different sets. Told what's more to explain, right? Hey, bro, don't disrespect nobody in the chat. Say, okay, they are looping and loop. Make sure you do that. Good looking, bro. Sacktown, we don't disrespect sets and hoods over here, fam. That's a fact. That's why I didn't say the disrespectful shit that I had said when I was hitting that essay. You know what I'm saying? Snoopy Bad Azz said what it was about Mexicans. Soy sauce, Sacktown, you fools know damn well you don't like, and he dissed him again. Yeah, you out of here, bro. We not we gonna delete your comment, and you do that. I don't know how I don't like who you disrespected. In fact, my brother and my sister are both Sureños, so who would know more about them than me? In fact, I think she just sent her new number. Watch this. So since he wanna see, bro, that's why you can't stereotype everybody, bro. So my sister just sent her new number. Tell me, does she sound like a Sureño? You know what I'm saying? Watch this. Hold on. Was it? I think she said no. Yeah, no. Y'all want to hear me talk to my sister since he said we hate him. What? And we don't get along with her set. Oh, it went to voicemail. I'm gonna try one more time.
Please leave.
I'll text her. She must be busy. But in Northern Khalifa's brother or Northio's Rush. Yeah, bro, you go, man. We gotta do that. Salute to you, Sacktown, bro. But we not finna be disrespecting them dudes, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's corny on the internet. He only doing this because the whole Native community of Los Angeles County don't want him, so he bitter of his image and fell rap. Right, y'all ceased all that on them yards, though, Sacktown. You know that's so. Why you dissing? I disagree with Snoopy. Right, dumbass poll question. Hey, my bad, bro. That's what they was pushing. I'm pretty sure you share a hood and sack with blacks. Am I wrong? What's the difference between Sacktown? Like, subscribe, Damu, Kiwe, man. Hit that like button. I got homies from the Heights, Valley High, Meadow, Oak Park. Every one of them hoods has North A. Chill, Sacktown. If SS got something going and black step on toes, it's on. Is that Delano? Dog face, yes, sir, lame ass. Yeah, that dissing in on the internet is lame as shit, bro. Bunch of lame. Victorville, yeah. I know there's Sureños and Lodi. We don't got no essays in my set. G Traco said that. G Traco, where you from, homie? No, I don't want you to put that in there. Just tell me what area, brother. You know, that's not LA County. Niggas got it cracking. Yeah, bro. Southside cooperation is bullshit. Blacks can't fight. Hernandez Red. We'll make sure you answer it, Turk King, not LA County. So well, for me at least, in my experience with all Africans I cross, they can't fight. Hey, Hernandez Red, that might have been your experience, brother. My bucket always famous in the riot. Yeah, the mop buckets, bro. Got out of pocket, huh? Run them lights up. The Italians all earn them capo. You can't do that in LA County jail, though. Well, you want to hear my war dog about LA County jail? We use knives. 2600 day room, 1999. 25 on 100. You want me to go back? Where else you want to say? Why? You want me to go to M&N? E and F? Which one you want? When we punish that shit, nigga. Fuck you talking about? What you mean you won't do that? I done did that in LA County. Fuck you talking about? Shout out my nigga Al Bugatti, nigga promoter Trey 57. Shout out Baby Drac, Do-Rock Crip, Baby Monster, Altadena Block Crip. Nigga, T-Fly from Harlem. Nigga, Big Mess from Main Street, Drew from Main Street. Ask them about Eminem from Brim, nigga, the only blood in that day room. Nigga, fuck you mean? Nigga ran on the SA side, stabbing their ass up. Fuck you gonna tell me what we won't do? How you know I ain't did it, nigga? Weird ass niggas. From YA to juvenile hall to the feds to the state prison, we done punished that shit, nigga. Fuck you mean? Every time against the odds. Two black, two motherfucking strong, bro. Oh, yeah? Well, I don't know. Y'all definitely scared. Well, I don't know, brother. I don't know how you think that was, that we were scared, Mikey. Mike B, salute prayers to you, brother. I didn't even see you in the chat. What's that? Start off damn near every city in the Bay except Frisco. Facts, Deuce. I'm driving. I'm going to have to replay that. All right, Lou from the Lou, Patricia Joseph. Look like the movie 300. I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. Hey, soy sauce boss, that's all it matters. Eminem was getting up on shit, man, on the dead homies, bro. Homie, you used the fire extinguisher and put the enemy's flames out. Devin, the divine solar child, man, that's a fact, bro. I see Wack right there. Wack taking notes and gonna have a prison story by the night to top it. Devin, Black Power, man. Black Liberation flag. Hey, man, salute to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely Black Power. You know what I'm saying? Smash it. Do Sim, let them know you from that. Salute. Yeah, man. It's a difference. And the fucked up part, and I'm finna end this story, right? Because we're going to do a live in a couple hours anyway, so y'all turn on the notifications. But on the Glasses Malone situation, salute the Glasses. I was later re-indicted because of this thing, not for beating the essay with the fire extinguisher, because both of those police lied on me and said that I hit him, bro. Gutierrez said I punched him and broke his nose. That was a lie. Explorer said I uppercutted him and he fell and tore his meniscus. That was a lie. Both of them did have those injuries. One nose was fractured. The other one, meniscus was torn. But it wasn't for me. I don't claim stripes I ain't earned. I really put in work, so all I need is the stripes I done earned. Trust and believe that. Legendary shit. My life's a motion picture, nigga. Right? This gangster shit these niggas talk about, y'all got a real one on the internet, though. Y'all didn't know. Y'all had no clue who y'all was in the midst of. Lost in the World Wide Web. Everybody proclaiming they this, they that. I got documentary proof on everything. From that riot to the riot against the white boys in Colorado, to the riots in the LA County Jail against the essays, to the riots on Eminem and YTS, punishing shit. So that whole fake ass narrative that blacks is afraid of Mexicans, blacks ain't afraid of shit. Definitely got no reason to be afraid of Mexicans. Half the Mexicans love us. But it's segments of Sureños that target and hate us. There's segments of racists that target and hate us. And we punish that shit every chance we get. Any lack of respect, we work. They understand that, and we understand that. But all of this, they're afraid of this. They run, they don't run. They run their people. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, as they should. But I was later re-indicted for assault on 3 counts of assaulting federal correctional officers. And the crazy shit was, as Flores was lying, as Gutierrez was lying. When we went to trial on those assaults, I was acquitted by a jury of 12 jurors. And every one of them said that what they claimed, that I broke his nose, that I uppercutted him, was never in none of the 17 video camera footages, that they were lying. And they found out how Gutierrez's nose was actually broke, and it had nothing to do with me. You want to know why they lied on me? Because I told a lot of them, Gutierrez wears pants up here like he's a cholo. He hang and talk with them. He runs up under their politics. Commiserates with them. He takes some of their racist ideals. So to have a nigga beating his people, embarrassing his people publicly on camera, don't fuck with the blood, black power, ain't nothing bigger than the B. We gonna teach that nigga. We gonna get him in jail, get him some more time. They lied on me, bro. They not accustomed of niggas like me coming through there. Boss, warriors, generals. These niggas get a lot of these niggas come from the streets and they forget that they gotta keep a gun. They forget that they gotta stay prepared for war. That's because them niggas is criminal gang members. I'm not a criminal. I'm not a gang member. I'm a black revolutionary, independent mafia soldier. There's a difference. We need to bring back that revolutionary shit. That gang shit is no threat to the system because they could be leveraged the same way the Mexican mafia and the Sureños can. They could be controlled. That revolutionary shit, that's why they fear us. That ideology. Black identity extremists. Take a picture. Put me on the front page with that headline. Because that's what I am, nigga. I'm going to stand for my people and fight for independence economically, politically, and militarily, and educationally. And if they take my life because I'm doing that, at least my son know that his dad was a lot different than you slaves that commiserate and assimilate into society and be happy with your so-called success. Second-class citizen in America. Even if you in the Benz, you still a nigga in the coupe. We out of here. Damu Kiwe. Conversation.